you seen a case of like stacking confidence and you know what I mean?
Well, he's always had that confidence. I think the biggest thing for him is just maintaining his health. And so he's done a great job of, one, focus on making sure he takes care of his body. And more importantly, he's mentally and physically taking care of all the things that he needs to do. Obviously having a son, that makes things, puts him at peace even more so. So he's been working on it. He's been preparing the way he should prepare. And practice has been really good for him. So as he focuses on each detail of what we're trying to do from a schematic standpoint, he continues to excel.
There are some guys that come into the league and they're already preformed cornerbacks. Some guys have to develop, like Cordell seems to took a little time, right? So I guess how common is that? How rare is that for guys to kind of slide in under the radar and then all of a sudden emerge?
Well, this league is different. You come in with the elite of the elite from an athletic standpoint, and some guys, the speed is a little different, so it catches them at different times, and so they have to adjust to that. From a mental standpoint, I think he's always been there. He understands football. That's not a thing that he doesn't. He's well aware of what technique that needs to be done, the consistency of what he needs to do, and I think the biggest thing is the speed aspect of it, to match your technique, your knowledge, and your skill set to all the things that are hitting you at one time. He's done a good job of preparing and understanding those things, and really gotten better with that.
You said you noticed a little bit of a change since the baby.
Yes, he's been. It's a true focus, even more so now. And that's life. When you have, especially a change like that, and a wonderful blessing in itself. And he comes in every day. He's the same person over and over again. And that's the biggest thing is, he comes in, whether good or bad, he is always consistently being the same person. He smiles, he's hugging the other guys, and he's making sure that he has a presence with his other teammates. And so that's a big deal for me.
You're going to hold your breath until Paulson's actually on the field?
Well, we'll see. We'll see how things go. He's done a good job of preparing himself this week, and so we'll kind of see what happens on Monday night.
Yeah.
He's obviously told us all year that, no, my elbow's fine. I'm fine. Has he really been playing through it all year?
No.
Okay.
He took
because he's not an excuses guy.
No. It was two direct shots.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So
it's just a coincidence that it's the same arm.
Whether you had an issue with a knee that you had surgery on, or a shoulder, or whatever it may be, when you take two direct shots to it, it's going to affect you. It just goes with the course of playing where he plays, right? Yeah. There's a lot of bodies in there, a lot of people banging on each other. So, but that was the issue.
Okay. Obviously, since the last time we talked to you, defensive coordinator change. How does that change for you guys as a staff? How does that change what you guys do? How you guys call the game? How you prep for the game? Like, what's the impact for you as a position coach on new defensive coordinator?
That it really hasn't impacted me a lot as far as what I do with my guys. Charlie's been good at asking us as assistant coaches our opinions in areas and ways that we think that we can improve and make it better for our players. So that's been really good. And I just do my job. That's what I do. I don't get caught up in all that stuff. I come to work, I do my job, I coach my guys, and that's what I do. And so that's where I keep my head.
That might be the answer to the question I'm about to ask, but I'm going to ask it anyway. We asked Shea, I guess, about when they put Tim Kelly at OC. Mm-hmm. Like, did you think you were next in line to be the
that never crossed my mind, honestly, and I'm telling you the truth.
Yeah, I just think, could you have credentials?
No, I know that never crossed my mind, and I think a big part of it is, number one, I'm loyal to Shane, right? That's number one. Number two, I've been doing this a long time, and I've seen all kinds of weird things happen, right? And so I think the biggest thing for me is, number one, I was sad for Shane and disappointed. And then number two, my first thought process went to, how do we keep the players motivated? How do we keep the players excited and ready to go play? So that's where my mind went. And then when Calf made the decision on which way he wanted to go, I accepted. and I'm gonna help him out the best way that I can, because it doesn't validate who I am as a coach. I've been there, I've done it, I've had success doing it, but the Giants chose what they thought was the best way for them to go, and that's their choice. It's not mine, it's theirs. And so I guess with age, you learn those things. A 32-year-old Dre probably wouldn't have handled it very well, right? But a 65-year-old Dre understands how life goes, and so I'm good.
How do you say you help? How do you help a first-time play caller? How can you help and support a first-time play caller?
You use your experiences. You come up and give them ideas of ways to prepare yourself to call a game on Sundays. Ideas of what to do with your game plan script of how you call it on Sundays. Different ideas of maybe how we can use some of our guys a little bit differently than how we have been using them. And like I said before, Charlie's been great to listening to all those suggestions and having us discuss it as a defensive staff.
How are the guys? You talk about kind of just finding ways to motivate them, not keep them down, like when the season's going the way it is and all of this change.
They've been good. My group has been really good. When we're in the defensive meetings, the guys seem good. So I haven't seen any like woe is me or looking down. I haven't seen that. The proof's going to be when we kick it off on Monday night, right? So we'll see how we play Monday night in Foxborough against the Patriots. But they haven't given me any indication that they're struggling with what went down.